Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for S&P 500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. So last time we went through a couple of different options here, how we were looking into this market and having this as a possible leading diagonal. However, again, we had the concerns about this being a high here and not being able to create any kind of a good looking structure downwards. Again, the expectation that we had was that we were creating a possible three-way structure here. Again, this was the maximum it can extend basically. But if we had to include this wick into this and have this as a five-way structure, then we would need to be creating a three-way structure pullback and then again five-way structures up to create that ABC, which we have here on the other legs. So at the moment, I don't think this is very likely anymore. Again, I mentioned this on the last video as well. Then we had this same issue with this count, in which again we had this ABC count here. We took out the highs here with this peak of that 1st of November, and yeah, we were expecting a possible C wave, but again, at the moment we would have to move this B wave over here. At that point, again, we have to be treating this as a five-way structure, and that just doesn't feel like fitting here. Again, we have already taken out these lows here, so that is no longer even a possibility of being a large B wave here. So again, this is no longer a good count. So what we were yesterday looking at was this one, in which again we had this is a three-way structure, three ways, and then A, B, and C, and getting to the one-to-one extension here for that wave Y. Now, after that point, we were looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, I think we were around here somewhere yesterday when I was creating that video, and we're expecting this last leg downwards. Again, generally you want to be looking for a target of 1-to-1 comparison to this first leg over here. So if we are doing that, we can see that we exactly hit the 1-to-1, and then we are rising higher. Now this wave 4 here is kind of small in comparison to that wave 2. There is definitely an alteration there, creating this expanded structure here, and this very swift and very small, most likely some kind of, I feel like we need to have it as a some kind of zigzag pattern in here. If we are looking a bit closer, the expectation was after this fifth wave, it would be a three-way pullback. And again, one of the targets here is that one-to-one extension of this first leg pivoted from here, and we are right around that area. Have not hit that yet, but again, we have higher targets as well. This 38.2 would be my ideal area where I would be looking for this to go to. We have the 1.382 and 1.236 extension of this first leg here, and the 38.2 retracement of this whole move downwards. So the expected thing here is either we are creating this as a five-way structure of A wave or a wave 1, then looking for that pullback and continuation, and that is the expectation here. Whether this is going to be creating a larger connector structure with this being part of it, we don't know about that yet. It is still possible because we can create this as mentioned as an A wave, B wave, and C wave down, and then another pattern leg comparable to this, depending on where it goes, and then we can of course project that better. But at the moment, this is what I'm looking at. There is of course a possibility in which this wave 4 is actually a wave 4 or smaller time frame, and we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 or smaller time frame, and at that point this wave 4 should be getting to around here. Again, we don't really want us to get too high with this one. If this was to be that wave 4 here, generally we don't break the previous wave 4, so in this time it would be around the 38 or 37.83 area. Again, the same area is definitely an interest to me. Probably looking at taking a short here and stop loss above this 1.618. That is the game plan for me after this video. And if we get a bit higher, I would like us to get the tag to that 1-to-1, but we might not get it. We'll see. Again, smaller time frames here on S&P 500 is not that clear at this very moment. I think I'm going to be looking into the other indices as well on the weekend more carefully and checking out those because again they are somewhat different on the higher time frame especially this move here. Since the lows of 13th of October, we've had various different things here. Dow has been very, very bullish, while S&P 500 and Nasdaq has been more of a sideways, and Russell definitely had a pump as well, for sure. But I'll take a look at that, maybe a combination video of those during the weekend. We'll see. But I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover on S&P 500 today. Again, that short in mind. Of course, that can extend, or this could be a start of that correction, creating a larger correction, something like this, and then doing a structure like this. It's very possible as well. Probably even more probable, just because again this is so small in time as of yet. But that is pretty much again everything I'm looking for at this moment. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.